Good morning, everyone. We are down at the shop. We've got our bale grab here, which we haven't picked up yet. But today, as you will have seen in the caption, we are going to be getting some animals. So I'm going to try and keep it a secret for as long as possible. And you can play a little guessing game while we're going. But the first thing we need to do is buy another 1 or 2 items from the shop. I don't remember how many. Let's have a quick check. So, first one, if we go to the animal category, I have found, we have these IBCs, but I'm using the IBCs on the other series, so I wanted something different. So I found this. Only £500 as well, or €500 even. I think that's going to be great. So we're going to buy that. We also need to get ourselves a bucket. It doesn't need to be very big. 940 litres is a bit small though. I'm going to stick with this. So, universal bucket. We're going to put it in Deutschfahr green, like we do with everything, because why not? It's a Deutschfahr that is going to be working on, so we're going to buy that. And there's one other piece we need to buy, which I don't know where it will be. Will it be a misc? It looks like not. Okay. So trailers probably then. Oh, unless it's in low loaders. So there's the I for Williams, but that wasn't what I wanted. Must be in trailers. There it is. So, just a very small little trailer. Only 1400 litres capacity, but that's enough. Now, we don't need to get anything to transport the animals, because we're not going to be getting enough of them that we're going to be building up a ridiculous price in delivery fees. But without further ado, I'm going to try and put something into the car trailer. I don't know how successfully it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. And I'll get back over to the farm. I'll see you there in a moment. Right, so I'm just refilling this. As I said, I'm going to try and keep you in suspense for as long as possible. I'm also going to crash apparently. But we're going to see, whether you can guess what it is we're actually going to buy. That trailer is parked in a slightly awkward position, but it'll be fine. Now, what I need to do is, the animals we're getting are going to go into the field straight ahead of us. I just pointed. That was obviously completely pointless because you can't see what I'm pointing at. But let's go and get attached up to the mowers. So we're going to cut the grass so that when we place our new pen down, we don't just waste the area. But we may as well get some hay out of it at the same time. So I'm not going to cut much from the field. We don't need to at all, but I will just get everything unfolded. The front one unfolded as well, okay. If I hop out and close this. Slightly strange move, I know. I think we'll just start somewhere over here. Let's hop out, and I turn them all on. I can use my key, which is this one. Yes, that one. Perfect. I'll just get this mowed up quickly. And we'll basically just mow up towards the silage pit. That will be enough. Sort of level with where the silage pit currently sits. So I'm not going to worry today about doing the corners particularly well. Doesn't really matter. Not for what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get a bit of hay. Let's get this cut. There we go. Then we'll come in here with the tedder, and it's not going to take us long to get this this tedded and windrowed, and we're going to pick it up, and that is what the bucket's for. Not for picking up. But the bucket is going to be used. We're going to keep the material, the hay, loose, and the bucket is going to be used to obviously pick that up when we need it. Right now we don't need it, so it's fine. Let me just... which one are we on? So let's turn that one off. We can fold it up. And we can just drop that one down. Get these last little bits. Perfect. Right. Let's quickly go and get ourselves changed over. This is excellent news. That really didn't take long at all. Gates don't want to open today. Always useful. And I really need to get this tractor washed. I have also come up with a solution for the problem I was having, which was related to the workshop. So there's a field service trailer, but what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get a placeable. It is a really nice looking placeable that I can use, and I think that'll be better. Come on. So let's get this dropped, and I'm gonna go and Ted, I think. And when we're windrowing, I'll come back. We can see exactly how much hay we have managed to make. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Right, so we have got a pretty good amount of hay here. It's enough to get started with. We don't need to worry about making thousands and thousands of litres and filling up a massive amount, because I've got the whole grass field available to me. It needs to be cut anyway, so I can make some hay later on when required. But for now, I just need to get some, to make sure I've got all of the ingredients to get these new animals started. And you've probably guessed by now what it is I'm going to be doing, but given the amount of money we have currently, I would guess most people are probably confused about how I'm going to do it. And it's not going to be magic. I'm not going to be taking a loan or anything like that, but we are able to afford it, and it's gonna really help us. We're going to be able to make a lot of money, and it's going to help the farm massively. Right, so I'm going to turn that off and lift it up. I'm just going to park it over here out of the way, because I've kind of done this a bit awkwardly. So I'm going to have to go and get the other tractor and start picking this up, I think. Because yeah, I parked in a stupid way. I know there's an annoying noise because the hydraulics are going. I don't know what that is. It's not been doing that to me before. It's just suddenly started today. It's very annoying. And I've completely forgotten to get the loading wagon. I could really do with the loading wagon, couldn't I? I've still got that on lease because I decided we could do with having a cultivator around. It's not a requirement because we obviously have a direct drill seeder, but it's useful to have one, and it's not an expensive lease. But of course, I need to actually use it, otherwise it isn't worth it at all. Alright, so I can see the forage wagon is going to need a repair. So that's the perfect time for me to show exactly what I was thinking of buying to fix that problem. What have I just done? What have I done? Okay, I see. Right, I'll get this sorted. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get this picked up. Now, I know this guy does not really have the power to do this job, but it's just getting him to do it so that we pick everything up and get it all sorted quickly. I will swap it over to the other tractor afterwards. But look, that's a lot more than I actually thought we were going to make. In terms of hay. I thought that was going to be next to nothing. Because this field's only been fertilised once. But apparently, it's a lot more than next to nothing. At least it is in terms of animal feed. If this was for selling or something like that, then yeah, this would not be a very good amount. But as we're keeping all of this for ourselves, I think this is a nice healthy start. I think I missed a fair chunk there, so I'll have to go back for that afterwards. I can do that with the Fent. This is just so that we can clear a bit of space to do this job a bit better. Okay, perfect. So, switch that off. And I'll just move this out of the way. Great. Disconnect as well. I'll just pull him off to the side. Great. So, handbrake, engine. Oh, that hydraulic noise has stopped. Awesome. Very, very pleased about that. Right. Let's get everything turned on. Oh, and of course I have to go and get stuck, don't I? Let's turn it off and fold it up. That's going to massively help me to make these corners. We can unfold it again. Great. Oh! I hate that this thing steers on its own. It's a bit of a pain sometimes that it does that. Right, there we go. So, just two more short sections to do. Just row this one quickly. Great. So now I really will fold that up. And I can go and park it over here. And I'll pick up these last few bits. And then I can show you exactly how much hay we've got. See you in a sec. Right, it's a very small section here to pick up. Now, I must say, that is a massive amount of hay. I did not think we were going to have anywhere near that amount. It's fantastic. Something to point out. The straw is still in the field. Yes, it is. That's because I forgot to move it. So, it is now time. Are you ready to see what we're going to have? If it's not that obvious, I'll give you a little hint. We need hay, we need water, we will need straw, but we're not going to give any of the straw from here. And we will need the oats in the trailer Yes, we are getting horses. So, if I go into here, we've got this really nice horse paddock. I like this one, but I had problems before. I do really like this paddock. I played with it on a multiplayer server, and I thought it was great. It's perfect for, you know, you don't have that much money, you don't have that much space. You can fit 2 horses in here perfectly well. There we go. And those horses are going to be looked after really well here. Right, so let's get this hay put into the shed. That's the first thing. And then I'm going to be able to come and pick some up. Of course, I do still need to actually buy the animals. But we can do that via telephone. Or at least that's what we'll say what we're doing. Because obviously we've got plenty. We're going to have them delivered anyway. Now, how do I get into there? What's the best way? Not here. Okay, not here is the best way. Great news. And because I'm not sure how much of hay and straw we're going to need, that's why we've got the small transport trailer. Plus, I'm going to need it in maybe not next episode, but the one after, because there's something I want to do just to change things up a little bit, and that will require us to actually have just something small to transport things in. But for now, let's get this guy into here. So I need to be mindful of the fact that we are also going to put straw in here. So when I dump, I need to dump well. So I think maybe that'll be okay. Let's have a look. Oh, a little bit further back. I know it's 11,000. Once you pile it up, I don't think it's going to look like much. So, ooh. Actually, you know what? It's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Right. So I was just about to go and get some hay, but I've just remembered that before we do that, we actually need to buy some horses. That would be useful. So if I come here, think about here, perfect. Yeah, so I decided already I want a grey and a brown. So 10,600. Yes, look at those, the guys. We've got our lovely, amazing new horses. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You know what? That's really weird. That's really weird. Okay. Not a big fan of that, but there we go. So we've got our horses. It's so cool. Right. Let's go and get some hay first. And then we'll come back and get some oats. Don't need to put any water in there because they've got water coming from the tap. But I am going to use that trailer because that was why I bought it. Just while I gauge exactly how much we need, I'm not going to use the I'm not going to use the small trailer. Once I know how much we're going to need to get these cows, horses even, filled to a good level, then I can, can use the trailer if needed. I'll probably use the trailer for the oats, because I think it'll be easier for me to just put oats into that trailer and dump them in them every now and again. So here we go, horses. I should name them really, shouldn't I? I think I've got two excellent names. So if I open the animal dialogue, can I change their names? I thought I could. Rename. We're going to go with Roger and Danny. I've got no clue why. I've just decided to call them that. So there we go. Right, let's get that gate open. And we can go and drop this food in. Come on, horses. Out of the way, please. I believe this is the right location. It's obviously very tight, very cramped in here. But that looks like it's emptying into the right place. Oh wow, we're going to need a lot of hay. Okay. So I think we will be using the trailer. I'll go and get the trailer refilled. And then we can get this all sorted. And get the hay finished, and that'll give them at least a bit of effectiveness. Right, the trailer is full, so we're just going to top up this bit here that's in the bucket. No sense in going there with a half-empty bucket. Seems rather pointless. There we go. So yeah, we can head back and see what sort of dent this makes in their requirement. Oh, that was awful driving. Yeah, let's see how much of a dent this makes, if any. And I may have to just continue off screen topping them up. But at least we will have given them something. And we'll do the oats in a minute as well, just so we can give them something from there. So, I hop out, I can open that gate up. Now the first time I played with this pen, it was with other people, as I said, on a multiplayer server. None of us could actually work out how to get into the pen with a tractor. We couldn't find the gate. It took us ages. And when I tested whether this pen worked, I did actually have the exact same issue. I completely forgot how to get it in there. I was acting like a little bit of a moron. Right, so how much of a dent is that making? Because that was 2,500 in there. No, it is making a difference. Oh no, sorry, no it wasn't. It was 1,400. So based on that, I think they need 10,000 litres of hay. So yeah, I'm going to have to get that done off screen. Because that's just going to take far too long. And be far too boring, to be honest. I'll dump this one, and then go and sort the oats out. And then the next time we do a harvest, which will be soon, we can then put some straw in here. Okay, so at least we're amber now, which is good. Right. Let's get some oats. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can fit this whole trailer in and dump it from the trailer. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to test it. And based on the amount of hay these horses want, I think what's going to be the best thing to do in the future is if I make hay bales. I thought I could do it as loose, but actually it looks like that's going to be really tricky. I think it's going to be far too much if I try and do it that way. So yeah, if I do it with bales, which as we have a baler now, that's not a big issue. Oh, it will let me. But it's not a big fan of tipping there. It took almost 8,000 litres. So what we have in here is enough to sustain them for a while. That's good news. And straw next time, if we go into here, you should find, oh, I need to exit the machine. Horse helper is on. So $300 per horse per day. That seems okay. Ah, there we go. Got to hear the horses. So I think that is going to be it for today. I think we've done enough. We've got ourselves some horses, and like I said, these are going to make us plenty of money. We're going to replant some oats in one of the fields so that we can get more of them, because we need more. And each of these guys can, of course, grow to 50,000 pounds. If we look after them, they'll go to 50,000 pounds. There we go. So I'm just taking Roger for a little walk. Run even. So here we've got this whole grass field for him to run around in at the moment. Go for a gallop. Look at this. Go for a nice gallop round the field. Excellent. Let's take him for a little what do they call it? This is currently, we're in trot. Okay, yeah, let's go for a trot into the other field. That was a pretty rubbish jump, probably because I wasn't going fast enough. Well, let's get you out of the mud. I don't think you're going to like the mud. Our daily riding is currently at 30%. So with horse helper, obviously we don't need to ride them ourselves, but we will today. Or at least we'll ride Roger. I think we'll let Danny be ridden by someone else. Oh, there we go. And now if we jump, much better. Look at this. This is great. Right. So I think yeah, we will leave it here for today. So goodbye from Roger, and goodbye from me. I will see you very, very soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.